Dang. Welcome, everybody. I didn't realize I was muted the entire time. I had a need to answer a phone call, and I forgot to unmute. Welcome, everybody. I gotta do the whole intro again. Welcome, everybody, to week number 1 of the Overwatch, or the Annihilation League, Overwatch. I'm your host and caster, Mr. Leapfrog. Great to have everyone back. Hope everyone's having a good half of the week. Going off, Jazz Squad returning again versus Danger Close. Jazz Squad's trying to keep their winning record here. They're 2-0 so far, trying to go up 3-0. And Danger Close is looking for their first win of the season. Hope everyone's having a good week, like I said. Hopefully it's going a lot better than my first start of the stream. Gotta mute the music too. Welcome, K-Star. And let's get it on. Map number 1, Samoa. I was saying, I really enjoy Samoa. It's a very dynamic map, very, very different between the rounds. And of course, Jazz Squad starting off with their tried and true dive comp. And Danger Close going a more, nice dive attempt and got Apollo really early here. Good dive attempt from the Jazz Squad here. Isolating a target really early on. Morn's going to get down really low, so is Jabba's. Jabba's going to get down to 1 HP. They're going to bait out Immortality Field. Morn might be able to cap first point. And Morn's looking pretty low. Looking real low, big guy. Mercy might go down. Nice. Jazzed up. Need to help clean up the rest of the fight here. And it's very interesting. Final Gambit's going to go over to the Junkrat here. Not an average pick for most players. But getting the trap onto the Reaper and getting an early pick for them. But alas, Jazz Squad's going to take the first fight and first few percentage here. Kind of a sloppy first fight, but still come out with the win nonetheless. And let's see how they're going to approach here. It looks like they're going to approach down main. They're going to have the Mercy damage boost onto Apollo and see if they can get an early railgun shot onto them. They're going to have point control here with the Orisa being an anchor onto the point right there. It's going to be hard to really displace him without a whole lot of damage. Jabba caught in the corner with his hands up. Not going to be able to get anything done here. Let's see if Achi's going to try to go for a res here. Hachi's going to get hacked and he's not going to survive for too much longer. Nice hack attempt from Rato. Jazzed up, going to get punished for trying to help kill the soldier in there. And Vinny showing off his Moira skills to help clean up the rest of the fight here. They're going to pop Immortality Field, but I don't think they're going to be able to survive for too much longer. Jabba's going to be able to make it back into point. Oh, they popped Tire and just missed out on Jabba, not going to be able to kill him here. Mercy be able to get res? Yes. Doom just didn't. Oh, Beat's going to come out. Ton of ultimates going to be coming out for the teams here. The window's going to be coming out, hacked out of the slam there. Oh, they're going to be able to kill him here. They're going to maybe EMP, looking at EMP. EMP's going to connect on everybody. Reaper ult going to help clean up the rest of the fight, and that should be a fight win for the Jazzed Up squad. Gambit's just going to contest on point. Really good contest for Danger Close. They should not be too disappointed with that fight. They only used up pretty much Window, Valk, and the Orisa ult, but still wind up getting about 40% off of that fight. Welcome, Shroony. Meows to everybody. And now Gambit's going to match the Reaper pick, swapping off the Junkrat. Not going to see too much value even with the ultimate. I can imagine Reaper's going to be a little bit better of a approach. Ooh, Apollo's going to pop an early overclock here. Let's see if they can get any early picks. Going to get one shot onto Reaper. Working on the second. Gets the second. Not going to be able to fade in time. Going to get squished by Jabba. Oh, he's going to punch him off the mouth. See you later, Gambit. Oh my god. Send him to the moon. Into the lava they go. Didn't realize they were rezzing right next to him. And they might be able to turn this here if they have enough damage. Vinny's forced to fade early. No spear from Orisa. Vinny's going to get really low. Is barely going to escape with their life. Jazzed Up going to get an early pick as well. And during this whole time, they're trying desperately. Jabba's going to take the spear. Mr. President saves Kahea's life with that. Kahea definitely would have gone down if they got hit with the connection of the spear. And now, thanks to the triumphant pressure. Oh yeah. Now to that tons of pressure from Jabba with the Doomfist. That's definitely gonna be able to help turn that fight here. Maybe win this first round. And Apollo goes over to the Maid just to help try to touch and contest point for as best as they can. Mercy's going to get the touch here. but they lost so many people. I don't think they're going to have too many people to help survive. Jazzed Up got ult. Vinny's got ult. And now the last few people contesting on point, and that's going to be it. Damon just desperately trying to keep the fight alive. Mercy pops Valk, but not going to be able to touch point in time. And first round goes over to the Jazz squad. It got a little hectic during those mid fights. The fights lasted so long, and they were contesting on point for so long. But and honestly, spoils goes to the victor. Whoever had the point early on pretty much had had more point control, had a lot more percentage, and had better advantage of not being forced to anchor onto point. Overall, not a bad first map for either team. They need to make some adaptations, some changes here. And let's see what we're going to go on to map number 2. And it looks like Danger Close is going to go over to the Winston and kind of do their own type of dive comp with the Reaper guy. And they're pretty much mirroring comps here. The only difference is the Winton versus the Doomfist. Ooh. Good realization. They heard the Sombra and immediately backed up here. Not going to get anything with the Doom block there, so he's forced to back up. Regroup with the rest of their team. Jazzed Up gets hacked and immediately punished out and dies pretty early on in the fight. Let's see if they can get equal up the fight here. Ooh boy, no connection on the Doom Punch, and he's gonna go down. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna spell the fight victory for Danger Close. They're gonna get a few more stagger kills for the remainder of the fight. And they're really happy with this one. Paula making the really smart pick of going over to the Sombra, pretty much negating any type of damage that Jabba wants to try and do. He's going to be caught out of positioning with the hack there. Can't really jump or do any mobility abilities when he's hacked. Hack on a Reaper, forcing them to fade. And again, Reaper's going to go down early this fight. Ooh, Reaper doesn't have fade on their team, but forced to back up here. Rato's 1 HP, gonna go down to their counterpart, and that's another fight win for Danger Close. Minnie's probably gonna get staggered here, barely gonna make it out with their life. Morn realizing doesn't want to overextend and overstep their boundaries. And a full comp change for the Jazz squad, going over to the tried and true Mauga. Mauga, oi! And it's going to be kind of hard for Winston to have any survivability against a really big tank like Mauga, especially with the Bastion providing a ton of damage, ton of resources. And Beat's going to come out early for this fight, as well as the Coalescence. We're rotating around point here. Oh, EMP is going to come out from Apollo. It's going to get everybody on the team. And Jabba's not going to be able to survive. Primal Rage is going to come out and help try to clean up the rest of the fight, but DPS are getting picks on the Jazz squad, so this might be winnable for them. And they realize the Reaper guy's really low. Is Reaper going to pop? Oh, he's not going to get it in time. He's going to get it in time, but he's not going to have enough health to survive it. Forced to back up there. Coalescence is going to come out for Vinny, and they're going to wind up trying to recontest this. They're also low. Vinny healed my man. And now, just when it hits 99%, it looks like Jazz squad's going to be able to turn this fight around. Charging through! And finally, gonna flip the point, but at 99%, they have to go flawless for the rest of the map here just to make sure they don't lose this. But if they're gonna try to run dive here, it's gonna be really crucial on their positioning, because diving any of these targets is not gonna be easy. They have a ton of damage with the Reaper, the Bastion, and with Mauga itself, just being able to apply so much pressure on the Winston, not able to stay in for too much longer. Good rotation over from Danger Close, going to try to hit a hard flank from the behind, maybe try to catch the Ana out of position. But they're bundled up, and they're bundled up nice and tight. Reaper ult's going to come out, but Jazz squad's going to get the equalizer, and we got him where we want him. And Reaper versus Reaper, and just like that, Jazzed Up showing that he's the better Reaper here. And they realize the Sombra's, sneaking around, but they're gonna get out with their lives here. I think the only person that went down, was Kahea and Rato. So they're gonna be able to get back into the fight here, hopefully without losing too many more people. Oh yeah, and they hear the Sombras. They're watching each other's back. Apollo's just on the prowl, waiting for them to isolate. Desperately trying to get the early pick on the Ana here. Gonna hack him, maybe try to put a couple ultimates onto him. They're gonna use a ton of ultimates on this Ana, try to get him out early. But Kaeya showing their survivability, popping out the nano boost onto the Bastion. Gonna get the Winston, the Sombra, gonna get the Lucio. Who's next? We got him where we want him. And now Moira's gonna get staggered here. And just when I was saying they need to play flawlessly, they've been playing really good. Good peel for the supports there. They put everything to try to kill that Ana and no success. I mean, they got him, but not at the cost of losing, you know, half their team. They only coming down to the last 10 seconds here. They need to be able to get this fight win here so they can keep their map hopes alive. Lucio's going to touch early as well. Whoa, both DPS are going to go down super early here. They're going to have Coalescence, but, I mean, nobody really to keep alive. And Kaeya all by herself in the corner, pretty much going to go down there, with especially with the Winston diving him. No, almost gets it. Man, so close to getting the Lucio kill off the beat there. And Vinny going down is just Jabba versus the world right now. And it's up to Cat and Jazzman to try to win this fight here, just to help keep them alive. Cat's going to get an early pick. No, not going to be able to contest. He tried to TP in the back line there. Didn't have a whole lot of health anyways. EMP coming out from them. They had a ton of ultimates to saved up. Super unfortunate for the Jazz squad there. And Danger Close are going to tie up the series 1-1 for map 1. Or tie up the round count, I guess. And it's coming down to the final round of map number 1. And I like the adaptations for the Jazz squad, but it looked like it came too little too late. And they just have to devote so many resources to try to keep Kaeya alive. I mean, you've seen that I thought Dive was going to have a hard time, but they're looking like they're having some success. Getting an early pick on the Jazzed up and to Kaeya is proven crucial to their fight planning. And they're going to stick it out with the dive comp against the Mauga's kind of brawl shooty shoot comp. So let's see how they approach this. Having the Mauga on the high ground is going to be super annoying. Now Paul's going to try to hack Jabba maybe kind of early, see if they can get anything out. And Kaeya going over to the Baptiste just to have a little bit more survivability, have the immortality field. And just like that, Cat's going to get an early pick onto Dayman. And Winston's going to follow suit. And first fight win's going to go over to Jazz Squad, I think. Granted, nothing remarkable happens. Oh boy, Hachi Misuka just got absolutely squished by Samoa. Or by Mauga. And just when I was talking about how they want to stick out with the comp, they're going to go over to the Orisa. Just to try to have a little bit more survivability. It's really hard to survive as Winston when you have that the Mauga constantly shooting you the entire time, basically rendering your bubble useless. Early spear on the Bastion. And Jazzed up, waiting in a prowl, waiting around the corner here to try to see if he can get anybody caught out. Ooh, Gambit's going to follow low and has to back up with the fade. And again, that's what I'm talking about. The approach is going to be super difficult. The Mauga on that high ground and being able to self-heal like that is going to be super difficult. He's going to go in, he's going to drop him. Oh no, he's going to go down super low, but Immortality Field coming out from Kaeya at the perfect time, and just like that, they're going to have enough damage to survive that and to kill everybody in that cage fight. Huge ultimate from Jabba, from Snorlax. Being able to cage everybody into that little enclosed little area there, and having all the damage in the world just pumped into that little cage. Oh, and a huge stagger onto Apollo. I don't know if Morn and Danger Close are going to want to wait for the rest of their team or not. It's just a slow waiting game here. And Gambit giving away their position kind of early. But Morn's got an ult coming up here. This might be kind of big coming into this little area. And it looks like somebody's going to be contesting point. Uh-oh. You're going to pop a ton of ultimates, and you're not going to go anywhere with that ult. He pops it right in front of the window and not going to be able to survive for too much longer. Rato's going to get a pick through that window. And just trying to contest point for as long as they can. And Rato just getting kill after kill. Oh, good read onto the fading Moira. Not going to be able to kill him, but it's not going to matter because I don't think they have anybody to touch. Morn's going to go to ball just to try to touch point in the last second. Going down to the last 5 seconds of the map. Needs to touch. Barely going to make it in time. And Jabba's just melting the ball. EMP's going to come out. Are they going to be able to kill that? They need to kill that Sombra here. Gambit's going to pop an ult in the backline, get it, and Hatsumutsu's going to help kill the rest of the people that got super low. Oh, Gambit's going to go down to Jabba. Jabba's just a truck here, and going to be able to cage fight again. Going to get everybody in the cage fight. No mobility for you. Not going to be able to roll around. Jazz Dub's going to help clean up the rest of the people in the cage fight, and map number 1 going to go over to Jazz Squad. I looked away for Rato for half a second, and she obliterated the 3 people all by herself on point, just obliterating everybody. And there's Jabba, Mr. Snorlax himself, flexing on him, showing off his pecs. Oh man. And that's the benefit of having the Malga there, having that huge ultimate to help enclose them, having the DPS have free reign to walk in and out of the cage, pretty much using it as like a shield dance mechanic. Just being able to apply so much damage is going to be crucial for the rest of the remainder of the match here. So, map number 1 going over to the Jazz Squad. And we're going to take a quick break just so we can let the teams recoup, kind of go over our game plans and figure out what we're going to transition to. And stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the next map. Welcome back, welcome back. Whew. All right, we're going on to map number 2. Danger Close has elected to choose the one and only King's Row, because that's all we ever play. Look at that transition. I love this. I think we got to make a rule so we ban this map for 1 week so we can see some other hybrid maps, because this is literally the only hybrid map I think most teams have chosen. I think most people like to choose this map just because of the comfort level with it. This map has been out for so long. It's been out since like the initial release of Overwatch 1. Not too many changes have been made to it, so people kind of know what their game plan is and what their strategy is when they want to approach. So love to see what kind of approach tool they have for against the Mauga. The Mauga comp looking really strong for Jazz Squad. Not too many teams have an answer for it, so I can imagine that's why they kind of made these changes. Kid Y is going to be coming in for Morn, and Queso de Verde is going to be coming in for Apollo. And it was interesting. I thought Apollo was getting a ton of value, so it looks like they coming in with a game plan and they have a course of action of how they want to approach this. So let's see what their answer is to this whole comp while Jabba flexes on them. And let's go on to map number 2. King's Row. Let's get it. Leaving the shield up for the Widowmaker to make sure that the Widowmaker can't get any damage applied onto him, but Gambit's going to go over to the Pharah pick. Pharah is actually a really good option for this comp. You can stay really far back, don't take too much damage, but still apply the same amount of damage because there's no damage fall off with the rockets. Good realization with their positioning. Goodness gracious, this sensitivity is crazy. He wants to make sure he's hitting them. And just applying tons of damage into the front line, into the back line there. And Kid Y is gonna try to get some value with the Sigma there. Jazzed Up's gonna play really aggressive here. Gonna force an ice block. Let's see if they're gonna be able to get a rock. They're gonna get a rock onto Jabba, but not before that Jabba gets the elimination onto Dayman. And Jazzed Up, you can be able to hold right trigger onto the rest of the Sigma and pretty much knock him down and the Baptiste. The res was pretty costly for Danger Close. I don't know if they wanted to play a little bit more passive, let the DPS get some more work done, because I mean DPS for Danger Close are looking pretty toasty right now with their ultimates. You got Gambit already have his ultimate. This ultimate's gonna be huge, so it's up to Vinny to get this Immortality Field placed down in the perfect opportunity and perfect position so that they don't go down to it. They gotta realize that the ultimate's gonna be coming up here, right? Here he comes. Probably coming out early here. Vinny maybe wants to open up with a window. Immortality Field comes out the perfect time, but no, it's not going to be enough. Gambit's going to help just murder the rest of the team. Dayman's going to pop a window just to make sure they clean up the remainder of the players. And point A looks like it's going to go over to. It looks like point 1's going to go over to Danger Close. Gotta make sure I'm not muted again. And Eat's gonna come out from Kid Y, so I can imagine Jabba wants to go and be really aggressive here with the cage fight. And that's the scary thing about playing into this, against this Pharah. It's gonna be hard to really stay too close together because look how much damage they're doing right here. Already used his ultimate, already working at 55% again. Realizing that Anna's sitting in the back just pumping out heals non-stop. Oh boy. Nice boop and rocket from Gambit. That was so smart to not only use the concussive blast to boop him out of positioning, but then to hit that rocket on the ceiling just to help make sure to clean up the rest of the fight. And fight again goes over to Danger Close. And it looks like they have a good answer for this Mauga comp, because now they have 5 ultimates coming in here, and it looks like they have no traction whatsoever. If they can cage fight, if Jabba can cage fight the Pharah, that might be a really good opportunity for them to win that fight. Because Pharah can't use any of her flight ability on this while she's cage fought. And Queso hasn't even really needed to do too much. Gambit and Hachimitsu has been applying so much work. Oh man, they're gonna pop a ton of ultimates here. Jabba's gonna pop the cage fight. Blizzard from Jazzed Up. Ooh, squishes Kid Y. Dude, I can't even keep track. There's so many ultimates going on. So many ults, so many fights going on simultaneously. You had Queso try to pop that ultimate super late in that fight, try to turn it around right after the graphitic flex from Kid Y, but no dice. Immediately gets blown up, but it's not a big deal because guess what? Gambit's got the barrage again. I swear, Gambit needs to turn down the sensitivity on his mouse a little bit because it's it's absurdly high. Sorry. Let's see the approach here. Bastion's sitting on high ground, so they want to make sure they can keep him alive as long as they can. Kahea going over smartly to the Mercy. See if Kahea can get anything with this window. Not going to be able to do a whole lot for the positioning of it. So Jabba's going to go down, dying to the Sigma there. I don't think Kahea's going to be able to get that res there. Kahea's going to pop that ultimate, see if he can get anything later on. Gonna stagger the ult a little bit, but no dice. Barrage gonna come out just to make sure they secure that fight victory, and just like that, oh, do it a little too far forward for him to survive there. And now Point Bravo with 3 minutes on the board. Jabba trying to go over to the Winston there. Nice rock from Kid Y. Good read on his movement there, reading that he's gonna jump backwards. He's got nowhere to go. No healer survives. And just like that, another fight victory here. Look at this pressure that Kid Y is able to apply as the Winston here. Vinny going over to the Moira, just to try to have some sort of survivability here. Jabba playing really aggressive, and Cat going over to the Sombra. Maybe to help Shaw doesn't die, but again, Queso and Vinyl Gambit just applying so much damage. Mercy's never even getting looked at for their team comp. Uh-oh, Jazzed Up, solo, fluxed. Is he going to be able to get out in time? Not going to matter when your whole team is dead. Just Cat left on the point. Jabba swaps over to Roadhog, but not going to be able to make it to point in time. Had a rock coming his way anyways, and a great attack from Danger Close. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left on the time bank. For as dominant as they were, I thought that Danger Ghost would add a whole lot more time on the clock. So Jazz Squad should be a little bit happy they dwindled it down to at least 2 minutes. King's Row is kind of synonymous with so many overtime pushes being able to go all the way, whether it's only a minute left on the clock or 3. So let's see what adaptations they're going to make here. It's kind of hard. They kind of got snowballed and they really didn't have any traction. They had to use about 3 or 4 ultimates just to help stop the bleeding, so to speak. And the very next fight, they came in with 1 ultimate and won the whole thing with the barrage. I was gonna follow Damon out, but he's chilling in the spawn. And again, Gambit's gonna stick on to the Pharah. A crucial answer for this Malga comp, and now Jazz Squad is forced to retaliate and forced to reply back with a different answer. Let's see what the approach is here. And Jazz Squad's answer is the double hit scan. Jabba also mirroring the Sigma here. Oh, Jazzed Up's gonna get an early pick onto the Pharah there. I don't think they're gonna be able to res there. They're in a position where they cannot res. They're forced to back up here. Huge dynamite be able to push them all back. No shield, no rock either though. And look at all that damage being applied into the Sigma. Sigma's just forced to back up. Oh man, Mercy got caught out of position there. Immortality field forced out onto Damon, but they're caught between a rock and a hard place. He tried to rock a little bit before them, but it's not gonna matter. Uh-oh. He's got 1 HP, needs to try to survive. Gambit's gonna go over to the Junkrat, and Jabba almost kills their opposing Sigma player. And I thought that fight would have been winnable. They killed the Pharah pretty early on in that fight, but they didn't really they couldn't capitalize on it. They had a couple DPS kind of take an off angle, got punished for their lack of presence with the tank. And now they're coming into this fight with a lot of still frontline damage. Now they got a Junkrat to deal with. Let's see how they're going to try to deal with this now. You know, now might not be a bad option for the dive comp here, because now they have not too many mobile targets. The only mobile targets is going to be the Mercy and the Sojourn. And again, Kid Y's just been timing these rocks super well against Jabba with this with the Sigma. Every time he's been trying to hold up a hand to eat, he's been caught with a rock in the meantime. And Rato and Kaya, last people standing for the Jazz Squad, they're definitely going to get staggered and punished here. They're just charging more ult charge for the supports for Danger Close. And another fight victory for Danger Close. Good defensive hold. And again, every single time that Jabba's been trying to hold up a rock, he's just been met with a rock in his face. And a ton of ultimates coming up here. We got Window coming out early. And they're going to play it smartly play a little kite away from it. Uh-oh, and Jabba's going to open up ult. He's going to flux in the sky. Get in the sky! And again, every single rock that Jabba's been trying to throw out has been met with a shield, and every time he's been trying to hold up hands, he's been met up with a rock of his own. And a ton of ults coming out from Jazz Squad, but it's not going to make any difference. Ah, man, and I know they're going to want a refund on that Bob. Because that was a big spend there. They only got one tick for all those ultimates. Bob, the Soldier Visor, and the Graphitic Flux. And it looks like Jazz Squad are kind of scrambling right now. They don't have too much of an answer. Is that you, Jordan? Might have to come play. 45 seconds left on the clock. Gambit coming out with an early tire. Gonna get 2 people from the Jazz Squad, and now they're forced to back up here. With 30 seconds left on the clock, they do not want to get staggered here. Jabba's stuck in a rock and a hard place right now. Uh-oh. They might be able to get a Sigma here. They get an early pick on the Sigma. They're going to pop Immortality Field just to try to help keep the Mercy alive where they res, but they're not going to survive themselves. Again, they get the Mercy res off. Nobody to help keep them alive. Vinny's going to pop the ultimate. They got all the ults in the world. Oh boy. Mercy Valk versus Mercy Valk. Who's going to win it here? Vinny coming in clutch, getting 2 picks before going down. Mercy. Uh-oh. Katrina coming out to play. And again, Rato coming out to the far. Maybe try to mirror the far pick just to try to get some value. Jabba going down early, but gets res in the meantime. No! Damon doing a great job of using his own body as a human meat shield just to help block some of that damage. And nothing. Jazz Squad going to get full held on King's Row. Sheesh. Kind of a difficult approach there. Not really too much that Jazz Squad can try to do there. Just been walking into a full health Sigma. Anytime they try to get an Elam, it's either going to get rezzed or it's going to get met with an ultimate. I mean, look at these fluxes. I mean, ultimates getting tons of value, while Jazz Squad not mean too much value with their ults. And now Danger Close is going to tie up the series 1 game apiece. And now Jazz Squad's got some adaptations they need to make, because that was a blowout. After the first map, I thought it would have been a little bit closer, but clearly Danger Close know what their approach is. I'll take a short break, and we'll see you guys in about 5 minutes.
I'm in like the actual like. Oh.
Yep, you are in the actual thing. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm no longer casting alone. I got Mr. Jordy J. Jones on the mic.
What's going on? What's going on? Some people call me Jazz Biter, Sing Cho. Young Sing Cho. Let's see this match. Let's see. Hopping into Esperanza for map 3. What do you think we're gonna see here on this map, Matt? What do you think?
Obviously, I'd see Shadows coming in for Jazz Squad, so I can imagine they're gonna try to go back to their roots. Jazz Rock is making their first ever game league appearance, so I can imagine they're gonna try to go. Debut. Yeah, man, they're gonna go the hard dive, I think.
Knowing Derek, he's gonna immediately try and make Brig work. The funny thing there is that he doesn't play Brig at all, but Brig is really, really strong in this meta. And we're gonna see, as who they have on their team. I need to know what roles everyone's playing. So is it in order? Like Kid-wise is tank, right?
Tank, DPS, okay. support. And I appreciate Jordan, so I'm not commentating alone for once.
Yeah. So everyone is just playing like it's my quick play matches. No one's picking their character. The match starts in about 30 seconds, I guess. Never mind. I lied. I thought it must start.
This is definitely normal.
Okay, let's see.
And
last dive comp on Jazz Squad here.
Yeah, this is kind of their comfort pick. This is their tried and true. So it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of adaptations they're gonna have to make against Danger Close, because Danger Close has been running sort of this brawl, pokey style comp with the Pharah and Junkrat, and they've been seeing a ton of success not only on the Amalga comp but somewhat on the dive comp as well.
Right now they're running this nice poke comp with Mercy, Far Mercy, basically Sojourn. Got really strong picks on their team right now. Even the Sig pick is like not something you want to be scared of here, or you want to be scared of. What do we have? Shadows on Genji coming out of spawn. Have we seen him this set?
Nope, this is the first time he's playing here. They're gonna hack the Pharah here.
On the Pharah. Let's
a nice connection of the hack and the punch there. Let's see if they can punch him out of res this time.
See if anyone's gonna get on bot for blue team. They just got on it. Oh, okay. Ooh, wow, nice.
Cat showing their prowess on the Sojourn.
Just like that, they are even again.
But again, these immortality fields have been from Damon on Danger Close has been super. Yes, he definitely has a Genshin Impact name.
No. As far as just tearing them apart from this guy right now, if they don't go anything that counters as far as, they might have to go something different.
They're gonna be for a long match.
That's what I'm saying.
He's trying to run for his life. He's been doing 360s. I think he is able to dodge him in time. Oh, they can get a pick on the far. That's such a big pick.
Oh, wow. Okay, Shadows fighting the pick.
And they're going to hack the Mercy out of res, so they're not going to be able to have the far in this fight. They're going to lose the Sombra, but I think that's definitely a valuable trade there.
Trade. Yeah, it's a good trade.
Looking for...
See, the thing with the DPS comp, right, is that they've got, even when the Pharah is down, they still have another DPS they can really just attach to with the Mercy, finding this value with the Sojourn. Sojourn's about to find a pick right now, never mind. Misses the shot. Oh my gosh, never mind. Just lethal Sojourn, this new buff that they gave her, which just keeps that 25% just constant.
Yeah, always a threat.
Even in and outside a fight.
Whoa,
Shadow applying pressure from the back line.
And he's just been playing so fast, so aggressive here. Oh man, immortality field. Oh, good, nice hack from Rato to hack them out the graphitic flex there, but it's not going to matter. They're still going to lose a ton of people here. The fights are going everywhere right now. It's so hard to keep track of everybody. Yeah, Queso's going to get 2 picks. The window's going to come out from Damon, and just like that, they're going to be able to win this fight again, and more progress for them. And with no, I guess they have a Lucio, but it's going to be kind of hard to try to contest this and have a full team fight here. They need to kind of center up.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Has Blue Team even used any ults yet? Have they not? I don't think they've been charging
their
ult.
They haven't came up to an ultimate
yet.
They
have a very separate comp, so the healers are finding a very, very hard time charging their ultimates, and DPS as well, as they're picking people off, are just not getting that tank damage that they need to charge their ult consistently. Wow.
Rato's looking for the pick. Finally gets the pick onto Baptiste. If they can cover the res, that's going to be huge for this team. Gonna hack him. Barrel! Oh my gosh, we got it at the very last millisecond. finally taking care of the Mercy. That's been the crutch that Danger Close has been leaning on for so long. Has been just the support line from Danger Close. The Baptiste throwing Immortality Fields at the perfect time for the Mercy to get reses off, and Mercy just resing anytime that somebody goes down and seemingly never being able to get countered out. Finally, Cat's been answering these reses.
And they lose that trade every single time too. Say like you know, Shadows gets taken out, or you know, for the Thara, they still have that res in the bank there. They don't have res. They just have speed. Speed that they're not really utilizing that well right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Just as we say that, we have a
Suzu.
ton of ultimates coming out here, but see if we can use any of them right now. The ult onto the Sojourn. They need to kill the Sojourn here. They use so many resources to try to eliminate them.
Attached like a laser beam on immediately. Wow. The Orisa pick is kind of very expected, honestly. I was gonna say kind of surprising, but now that I think about it, Orisa's really strong right now. That buff they gave her.
Yeah, it's the perfect counter for the Doomfist as well.
I don't know if I'm Jabba here. I don't come out as Swan as Doomfist. That's just me.
Yeah, they have a ton
again,
of ultimates here, so I'd imagine they still want to try to give it one more go. They need to make sure they try to block the checkpoint here, and they're going to let them take checkpoint.
Yeah.
And Danger Close is going to be super relieved about that. They don't even need to really fight here. And now, the Blade's coming out. Nice, going to get one here. Working on the second, gets two. And working on the third. Ooh, try to reflect that rocket from Gambit, but Gambit smartly just flies away. Doesn't want to shoot into reflecting Genji.
Dude, and this is the problem with no consistent hit scan, because the Spark can just sit in the sky and just do whatever she wants, really, for free.
And like, so does the Mercy as well. Mercy is able to get res anytime somebody goes down, immediately gets resed. And now Jabba smartly
swapping off to Malga.
Smartly so, because I mean I think that was the answer all along. If we could run a hit scan here, oh, we're gonna match the Pharah with a Pharah pick of our own.
Once seeing Shadows play Pharah, but we're gonna see it today.
I guess Jabba is the hit scan.
Final Gambit. Yeah. They have Rata. Rata plays hit scan, surely.
She has EMP for a couple fights now. This EMP needs to be big to make sure to get any value. You get to get everybody except the Mercy.
EMP finds everyone.
Oh, and Queso gonna get that shot onto Rato. EMP is gonna be able to help stop the bleeding for a second, but if they can get another pick here, oh.
A big pick actually. It's a big pick on Orisa and on their BAP.
Phew. And I was really scared that EMP was not gonna get too much value there, but thankfully, with the help of Jabba playing the hit scan for the team, gonna help turn this fight around.
There's someone on point just contesting it.
Yeah, it was the Mercy staggering.
See, now the thing here, I'm spectating Shadows right now on this Pharah pick, and I'm not really seeing the direct hits I need to see or the damage that I would expect from dedicating 2 roll slots to, you know, this comp here. Definitely needs to get in the lab and practice that a little bit more if that's what you want to make work. I want to watch Spectate Case now.
We got what we want him! And Orisa just gets to walk out for free.
Orisa just walks out for free. But walking into the trap is the
no! Damon accidentally walked into the cage fight and it gets punished, rightfully so.
Fight with this Orisa, and Orisa just sat there on the outside like watching a cage baboon get murdered.
I got you in here for 3 minutes.
3 minutes. I got you.
3 minutes of playtime. And speaking of 3 minutes,
get the forward spawn.
Yep.
On this 3 minutes, yeah.
Yep, that's perfect timing here because they needed this and they need this now because they don't want to wait until overtime to try to get that last push to help take that lead.
Yeah.
And Kid Y smartly answering with the Sigma again because he's been a menace to Jabba.
On that Sigma pick, yeah.
Here goes
what do you
Queso.
think the answer is a set for that, for the Sombra? Wow, okay, let's talk about Queso for a second. Queso going crazy right now, finding these numbers. Finding a second, oh my gosh. That's insane. Finding the third again, wow, and that is Queso, honestly.
That was definitely a pal moment right there. Jazzrock showing their prowess of Ana and smartly getting railed first.
It's just hard to dodge that. I mean, like when you're scoped in, I mean, Sojourn, even when she's walking back, this fight has already well ended, and she's still at 25% in her rail, just waiting to just, you know, just unload it onto the tank. And it doesn't help that Malga, just the biggest hurt on wow.
Whoa! Not gonna be able to get the kill on the Mercy!
That is bizarre.
That's super unlucky. They popped the... they're gonna use ultimates here. They think this is winnable.
Nano and Sojourn. She has double damage boost and Nano.
Oh,
And
not gonna matter.
The one. No. Shadow's dead here.
Shadows,
regroup.
no.
They have to regroup
Not if
right
Kahei
now.
has something to do, say something about it. Barely keeping him alive there.
Dude, I'm telling you, this DPS line is like doing whatever they really please here.
Oh, and there you go. Jabba swapping over to the Ramatra. Being able to help take advantage of the lack of mobility that Sigma has. And now,
you're so dead.
Rato's gonna pop
Jabba's
the ultimate.
really dead here.
Needs to get one pick here. Not gonna be able to get anything. No.
Nothing with that.
And not getting any traction with their ultimates. Jazz Squad's been popping ultimates left and right and not getting anything for it. I mean, we popped the barrage from Pharah. Only gets one pick, so immediately gets rezzed. Soldier pops ult, gets one pick, immediately gets rezzed.
Yeah, that Mercy is just like they have Mercy now too, but they just don't have the opportunity. Oh, Shadow just left.
Ooh.
And
Shadows disconnects from the game.
All right, so let's talk about the game right now. What are you seeing right now? Like I'm seeing here, what do you think is winning? You know, Danger Close this match right now. I'm thinking right now it has to be the DPS line. That's like where I'm seeing the biggest difference right now. I mean, you can go on about how you know, Kid Wise is putting in like really good work on tank, right? And I acknowledge that too. But just it's undeniable that the Sojourn play and the Pharah Sojourn core on console is just going crazy right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yep.
Like, what can they do?
Really,
and it doesn't help that Jabba's playing like very, very, very beefy tanks that Sojourn can just like feed off of immediately. Like Malga, dude, you're getting 100% charge like guaranteed every fight, and that's what he's using to just get these entry level picks every single fight that you're seeing, and they just don't get the res either.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that they have a really big crutch with that Mercy pick, and not being able to deny the reses are also is a really contributing factor, because even when we get the picks that we can equalize the fight, it's still not enough. They still need to have an answer for the Mercy. They need to be able to help counter that res. If we cannot let you can't let the Mercy get reses for free off there.
For free. That's like the only utility that she really brings to a team, besides damage boost, obviously. But like res just immediately turning a fight from uneven back to even again. Just the power that it has to res a tank back to their full HP, you know, mid fight, everything like that. And she's just going for not necessarily obvious reses. Her reses are actually fairly well choreographed and all that. But losing the Sombra has just like completely like taken that whole aspect of canceling it away, because they just don't. They're not looking for the reses. They're not looking for them at all.
Oh yeah. And that's why Hachimitsu hasn't really had to swap off Mercy. I mean, not really giving him an answer to that problem is going to be crucial for them to, if they're going to keep staying on there.
And they're not letting Damon follow like to the wayside here. Like, he immediately swapped to the Kiriko pick, which is like already a great pick aside from BAP, right? Swaps off the BAP, sees that Jazz Rock is going on immediately goes to counter that with the Suzu, and that's just like
pretty much negating the entire pick.
The swap, yeah. And same with Sigma. I mean, Sigma is like, how are you gonna play on into Sigma? You're not gonna play it very well with that. So really, it's probably a composition change that needs to happen right now. Already we see a composition change. He's not coming back out of spawn Shadows as far. He's coming out instead as Tracer. So we're gonna see this Tracer play. Jazz Rock getting picked off
Jazz
immediately.
Rock going down again.
Shadows in the back line looking for picks on Tracer, just giving this distraction. Popping the ult is our soldier on the opposite team. So he's not really finding anything. Never mind. Okay, this Rato pick is insane. The 100 charge. Wow. Okay, good job, Derek. Derek
playing DPS better than he is support right now. But again, just what I was talking about, the Mercy reses, gets the pick, immediately gets rezzed.
Oh wow. Okay, coming out with the ultimates.
Jabba needs to come in clutch with this right now. This needs to be the rally, and it needs to be perfect from here on out. They cannot lose a single fight all the way from 60 meters all the way to 134. It's going to be
I'm not going to lie to you. I have faith like in these guys, but just this game right now, they're not playing this game the best. And if you want to say like they have to play flawlessly here from here on out, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. I feel like they're going to make maybe one or two crucial mistakes here that's going to cost them the match. They have no ults coming up. They've just got post bomb, really, and that's at 65%. Not even close at all.
And
They've got 3 ults, or yeah,
yeah, and
coming
that's
up
the
on 3 ults here.
and that's the danger.
And powerful ults too.
Yeah, big ultimates coming in, but it's going to be the dangerous approach here because they have the fire barrage they have to deal with. Just when I say that, immediately going to get 2 picks. Unless Shadow's going to come in clutch and get 2 huge picks with this pulse bomb. That's the only way he's going to be able to do it. He's the last person left on the point. They get a pick, but again, they immediately res it up. So it's right back to full strength and danger close.
Yeah, that's
gonna take
up game 3.
Yep, gonna take map number 3.
Yeah.
And it's gonna move on to match point.
Yeesh.
They really put the Ish in Esperanza.
Yeah, Ish. Yeah, Ish. And here, the play of the game from Queso. Queso just putting in massive work on Sojourn last match. And we're see this play from on the defense. This was insane. I was like, whoa, okay. Just farming the charge, like I was saying, like even if he wasn't in ultimate there or overclock, he's still gonna farm that charge regardless and find those picks like every single time.
And it's looking pretty bleak for the Jazz squad unless they have an answer and a retaliation. So we're gonna have to see what kind of changes they make after this quick, short little break. I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. All right, welcome back, welcome back. Jazz squads on their last feet. Danger Close looking to get their first win of the season. They need this. They need this to make sure they stay competitive here, and they're looking pretty good. Oh shit! Let's see. I'll look for a case. All right. And Jazz Squad has elected to go Shambali Monastery, and Danger Close is elected to defend first. Pretty unusual because most teams want to attack first. I prefer to attack first just because if you can set the tone and have a really good strong first attack, it really damages the mental of the defending team. So then when they try to go in for their attack, if they're running into it with like a 3-minute time bank, it's going to be kind of scary to try to walk into that. And for the first time this season, Jabba is going to be sitting off of tank, and he's going to go over to DPS. And Jinquei, the former commentator Jordy J. Jones, is going to be going on to tank. He's realizing that this map is, this game mode is going to be kind of stronger for his play style, so he wants to come in and show him how it's done. And again, this is the team comp that's been running really good for Danger Close. Oh yeah, I gotta swap to the other one. So the team names are gonna be swapped. So I made that pretty clear for you guys. But this is the team comp that's been pretty much winning them ever since they've made the adaptations. This is what has been successful for them. Morin's been running the tank as well as a... Wei. Yeah, Jabba's going to be coming to start off DPS this game. So let's see what kind of changes we're going to see for the Jazz Squad. And Jinquei going to be coming out with the Reinhardt. And Jabba playing the Hongo. Maybe trying to get an early headshot onto the backline there. An early pick would be really nice, really devastating for Danger Close though. And Apollo sniffs out Rato trying to flank and immediately counters that. Good thing the Suzu is there, but now no Suzu for Hachimisu is going to go down really low, going to get punished for it, and both supports are going to go down. And just what I was talking about, that's the important thing about playing the Hanzo there. Being able to help get the one-shots onto the supports is going to be really important for these fights. Sheesh, I should have watched Jabba there. Jabba got a sick headshot onto Damon. Now they're making the progress here. See if Final Gambit can get more value on the Farah pick. Oh, as I say that, Rato's been waking up now and getting two quick headshots onto the Farah. There we go. Nice rock. Suzu's gonna come out early. Morin. And again, I gotta watch over the Jabba because Jabba's been hitting shots. Oh, Mercy's trying to whip out the Glizzy. Ooh, and good shatter from Jinquei. Jinquei's gonna get the pick onto the soldier. I'm sorry, onto the Kiriko, and gonna help pretty much clean up the rest of the fight. Just the Sigma left alone on point. Opai's just trying their best to help clean up the rest of the fight. Just a shield and Morin and nothing else, but not gonna be enough. Apollo's the last one alive, and of course Opai coming in as well to help turn this fight around. And Jazz Squad are gonna take point A with 4 minutes on the clock. And Opai's coming in as well for Jazz Rock. And Opai running the Kiriko. And Final Gambit going over to the Junkrat. Let's see if we can make some adaptations, some changes here to counter it effectively. Jabba's looking for a headshot here. And again, that Dynamite's been applying so much pressure to the supports for Danger Close, making them use so many abilities. Rato's gonna pop a bob in the backline. I know when to bob. And they're gonna answer with the Kiriko gate, but smartly not walking into that. And again, that whole gate is pretty much rendered useless there. Uh-oh. As I say that, Morn's gonna lift him all up in the sky. Get in the sky! And a huge Valkyrie from Kaheg. I'm gonna be able to keep up everybody. Pretty much rendered that whole ultimate useless there. These dynamites have been so impactful for Rato and Jazz Squad. Oh, Rato's looking for an early pick, as well as Jinquei gonna go in really aggressive in that backline there. And that's the mobility advantage that the teams have, and that's the danger of playing the Reinhardt instance with no Lucio. They just jump back, and you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place right after you use your charge to try to engage there. Now, finally, getting some foothold, getting some good hold in defense from Danger Close. Look at this constant pressure that Gambit's been applying, and with the Mercy Pocket, it's going to be really hard to get anything, be able to hold that shield up for too long. He's going to be working on a tire here. It's going to be really important for Jinquei to hit that tire with the Fire Strike here. Gambit's going to try to hard flank here. Jabba going over to the Soldier. See if we can hit this here. Oh, I read it! The man read it like a book! The Fire Strike through the window. I can see a Shatter incoming. He's trying to bait out a rock. Make sure you get any bit of Suzu out, any type of survivability needs to be rendered useless here with this Shatter. That was a huge Fire Strike. Oh, thank you for reminding me. And now we're just playing patiently here. A minute off the clock. What's the approach here? We got another Sigma ult from Morn. Just getting the DPS into position here. Oh, he's gonna drop the hammer on him, but not gonna be able to do anything because they're gonna get a Suzu for their troubles. Nice Suzu from Opie, being able to keep their team alive here. Blocks the rock. Let's see if we can get anything done here. Opie's just trying to help kill anybody that's been flanking the backline. Oh, and look at this. Look at this mobility from Kahea to be able to get that res. And just like that, Apollo's not going to be able to help turn that fight around. And finally, Jazz Squad win it with a minute left on the board. And now they got 2.5 minutes. And I was kind of questioning the Reinhardt pick, but he finally made it useful. Getting his DPS over to the right side to help contest Apollo is going to be what they need to do for the remainder of the game. And look at that damage. It's going to be nothing. That Bob is... Oh, man, the Bob's going to get launched in the air from Apollo. Jabba's going to pop the ultimate into that ult. He needs to get 1 pick. He's going to get 3 picks. Nice Helix Rocket. And the Dynamite's pretty much going to help kill the remainder of the people. And Rato and Snorlax have been on point together. That was a sick ultimate. That Helix Rocket was just enough damage to kill the rest of the people there. And Kahei with the Mercy Res is pretty much going to make that not a costly mistake. And look at the aggression from Jinquei, playing so far forward with no Baptiste. Typically, you want to run a Baptiste with the Reinhardt, but he is... Oh, and Gambit's going to go down to the damage-boosted Fire Strike. Gonna get res, but not before Rato gets another pick. Rato's just been eaten for real, for real. I think that's what she told me to say. Uh-oh, Fire Strike needs to come out. No, not enough time. They need to regroup right now because they got a minute and a half left on the board. So they stop another fight opportunity. And they got quite a bit of ultimates coming in here. The Shatterer will be big. If they can connect that onto the Sigma and actually kill him, they don't have a Suzu, so it can't get cleansed anymore, but the Baptiste Immortality Field is going to be crucial for this fight. Let's see the approach here. They only really have one angle to approach here, and that's straight on forward. And with the amount of damage being applied by Apollo with the Soldier and a Gambit with the damage-boosted Junkrat, it's going to be annoying to approach there. Oh, if they get a pick here, they have enough time to regroup. Nice Suzu coming out. And just Jinquei just playing it so slow. Forced though, just hold up shield non-stop. And now Jazz Squad forced to back up. 45 seconds still left on the clock, so not too costly. Jabba just putting out so much damage. Oh, man. And gets picked out. And they're going to try to res that here. Yep, smartly so. And Rock coming out. And these rocks from Morn have been so impactful, getting connections on like them every single time. Bob's going to come out from Ratzo, see if Ratzo can get an early pick as well. Gambit's going to do a hard flank from behind. Let's see if he can get anything. Oh, barely missed out on the Mercy, but not before Jabba. Oh boy. Apollo's going to be the one popping the visor here, but he's going to pop it into the Reinhardt shield. And I thought Jinquei was going to solo shatter him for sure. But now Morn going over to the D.Va just to help contest as best as they can. Ratto's going to get another pick. Jinquei still got the shatter here. And again, Gambit tried to pull a hard flank there. Not enough. Shatter's going to come out. And just like that, not going to be enough. Snorlax cleaning up the rest of the fight. And Jinquei able to swing for free. Shink, 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 shink. Non-stop. And now, just when I was saying it looked a little bleak for the Jazz Squad, they full cap here. Granted, it was in overtime, so Danger Close did do a good job of defending, at least to drain the clock. Oh yeah. And again, Jinquei being able to use the Reinhardt there with no Baptiste is really no Baptiste and no Lucio is really impressive. Being able to run that successfully with only a Kiriko and Mercy as your support line, that's a bold move because I wouldn't do that. I'd be asking people to swap. I'd be threatening people. If I don't get a Baptiste right now, I'm gonna throw this game. But somehow making it work. And making it work really well for that matter too. Not only did it look good, it looked great. I mean, being able to full cap is going to be really nice for the Jazz Squad here. I wonder if he's going to come out of the Reinhardt again. And seeing Snorlax going over to the Sombra, I would imagine not. But he's going to do it. He's going to show off the Rein guy. But Morn, I mean, he could obviously go the Mauga. I think Mauga's a really good option against Reinhardt. All Reinhardts can do is hold shield against that, pretty much rendering the Reinhardt useless. I appreciate the follow, guys. Thank you, everybody, for following, for tuning in for week number 3. Gotta stay hydrated. And let's go. The attack for Danger Close. Oh shoot, Jabba got caught out there. But luckily able to get away in time. But they realized the Junkrat's going to be flanking from the right side. And again, this is the constant pressure that Gambit's being able to apply, not only as the Pharah, but as the Junkrat as well. Making the Reinhardt shield always cracked. Nice fire strike, and he's going to be able to pin. Nice, huge immortality field from Damon. Again, Damon's been applying so much utility and resource management, showing off his prowess with that perfectly timed immortality field. And Opie finally going over to the Ana to help keep the Reinhardt alive as best as they can. Junkrat caught between a rock and a hard place. Oh boy, Opie needs to keep the Rein up. Gamma gets antied, but luckily able to survive with that Kiriko at its back. Nope, just kidding. Just because I say that doesn't mean it's going to stay true. I wonder if Gambit's going to try to go the pharmacy here. I can imagine they're probably going to give it a few more attempts. Apply a little bit more pressure to the Reinhardt shield. And now they're realizing that the DPS on high ground is a problem, and they're going to want to approach it all together as a team. Having the Sigma here is going to be really nice, because now you have a shield for some damage mitigation. Uh-oh. Oh, nice sleep dart. Oh, nice shot from Gambit, being able to help clean up the Ashe there. And Jabba, again, getting another pick in the backline. And Jinquei helping clean up the rest of the fight. Nice, hacked him out of the rock, but not before Gambit. What? How did Gambit read that? He was looking over here. Gambit hit the crazy. That was a crazy shot. And again, Suzu coming out at the perfect time from Hachimitsu to keep Gambit alive here. Uh-oh. Bob's going to come out. He's going to boop him all over the place. No, he booped him up in the air. Super unfortunate. And Jinquei realizing that the whole team is sitting in the corner. Yeah, that shot was some geometry for real. I did not see that coming. I tuned over to Jabba and immediately got hit by a stray grenade or something. Uh-oh. Oh, good call out from Jabba, being able to ping the targets so that way they can see that anybody trying to flank. And again, 1 minute left on the clock. They haven't moved it pretty much anywhere because they've been doing a really good job at holding in that corner. Gambit's going to try to do some more geometry. pushing payload as well as pulling a hard flank. Barely got that shot on the Rato. And again, Jinquei is going to get the nano, and he's going to have a ton of resources at his back. He's going to get 2 picks, and just like that, Morn goes over to the Orisa, but it's not going to make a difference. Gambit gets a pick here. If they can cover the res, that would be crucial, because now they'll have no tank to be able to defend this fight. Rato needs to hit those shots. And smartly, they're going to back up here. They have no Reinhardt to help mitigate some of this damage. They have a ton of ults coming up here. So I can imagine this tire is going to be huge as long as Jinquei doesn't fire strike it. Just as I say that, let's see what we can do with it. He's going to go from the side. I don't think anybody's going to expect it here. Oh, just kidding! He expected it! He expected it! Oh my gosh, he has his headphones on right. What up, Ruby? Huge EMP! Shatter onto the Kitsune! You ain't going nowhere! Bob's coming out. We have 15 seconds left on the clock. Ton of ultimates coming out here. And just like that, 10 seconds left. Rato eating. Walks right into the Bob. Didn't even realize the Bob was there. Bob was just there for safety measures. And now Jazz Squad's going to tie it up. Apollo's not going to be able to touch. Wow. What a turnaround of a map for Jazz Squad. Full hold. The Fire Strike, again, those tires had, the tire had a family. And this is Jabo doing the strafe here. This is crazy. Look at that boot from Gambit, not really helping their team. They had nowhere to go. And just like that, Jazz Squad tying up the series, 2 games apiece. We're going to another map 5. This is 3 weeks straight that Jazz Squad are going to map 5. This is intense. Ruby, welcome, welcome. You came in for an intense match. We're going to a Flashpoint final map. We're going to do a short 5-minute break and we'll go straight into map number 5. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back everyone. Who would have guessed it? It's Jazz Squad going to a map number 5 again. This time against Danger Close. Danger Close is taking the map point here, so they're poised and ready to win. But how are they going to answer back with the tank change? This is the first time we've seen a different tank for Jazz Squad, and it's coming in clutch right now. Let's see if we can keep that clutch going all the way into the final map. Just waiting on a ready check from Jazz Squad, and we can go straight into map number 5. Whoop, excuse me, 5. Hiccups. Oh man, I don't think my heart can. If I have to do 10 weeks of this, my heart can't take it. Every single week is a map 5 mega banger. Crazy. Oh boy. How's the chat liking the match so far? You guys enjoying yourself? You know what, K-Star? I am not gonna read that. Oh my god. My mom is watching this. Oh my gosh. Mom, don't look at the chat. Whatever you do, just look at the screen. I don't know what happened. Oh man. Oh, I love you, K-Star. You're awesome. Here we go, baby. Map number 5. This is to who takes it all. Is Jazz Squad going to stay undefeated for this season, or is Danger Close going to get their first win of the season? It's all going to be decided right now. Oh yeah, there's no point. I was trying to go to the map, the objective cam, but there's no objective spawned in yet. Whose spawn is this? Oh yeah, forgot. We got to change to the... It is all tied up here, ladies and gentlemen. Exciting Wednesday night here. Piece of cake. Hachi Mitsu thinks it's so. So it's got to be Conan to fruition. Well, let's see what the approach is. Jing Kui gonna come out with the Roadhog? The first time we're seeing Roadhog this season, really. Like an actual Roadhog pick, not just a contest point. I don't know about this. Let's see how it looks. Jabba knows how to do a really good hog laugh. Let's see the approach here. Uh-oh. Ooh, luckily destroyed the trap just in time. Whoa, and Cassie's going to get sniped out of the air with a rock. And Queso's going to get a hard push from the Roadhog and is not going to survive for too much longer. Immortality Field and Res coming out here. But no Res. Oh my god, we just Res'd him! What happened? They just Res'd him and now another pick on him. Come on, Jabba, hit those shots. You know what? Let's not watch that anymore. There you go. And Rato again coming in crazy, just eating up the whole enemy team. And only 30% on the boards. Not too much for the Danger Close squad, but it's better than nothing. And let's see how they're going to approach against this Roadhog. And Gambit going over to their tried and true Pharah pick. Gonna get a pick onto Sojourn. I don't think they'll be able to get res. Yeah, especially with that concussive blast. Whoa! Jabba gonna get 2 picks and Jing Kui gonna hook the Mercy out of the sky. And I thought that pick was gonna be crucial for that team fight, especially with the concussive blast from Final Gambit to boot them off the res. That was a really good knowledge check from Gambit, showing their prowess with the Pharah pick. And again, another hook. How are they gonna answer these hooks? Uh-oh, Suzu's coming out. They have to use every bit of resource to keep them alive, and now they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're going to be coming up to a barrage coming in here. Window. Uh-oh, Jing Kui's going to pop that ultimate. He's going to PTP. Ah, he's playing in front of the window, and he's going to get challenged for the meantime. Let's see if Jabba can get any picks with this. Nothing. No. And finally flipping over the point. Oh, and they get to get a res onto the Jing Kui here. I say the Jing Kui. I'm talking about Jordan here. They're going to get res here. Jabba just... Now, every time I don't look at Jabba, he gets a pick. Oh, hook into Baptiste and be able to kill him. Kahei is going to kill her counterpart into Hachimitsu. And now Jazz Squad's going to be able to turn this fight around. And I don't think... This might be it for Danger Close. I don't think they're going to have a potential... I don't think they're going to have an opportunity to recontest because the point flips a whole lot faster than a regular control point. Especially at 90%, Gambit's going to be the only one I can touch, but he's realizing that they're not going to have any resources to even keep him alive there. And first round, or first point, going to go over to Jazz Squad. This Roadhog is looking really good. And I was questioning it for the longest time, but... First map point is going to be crucial for the next map here, or for next point. They got a couple ultimates coming out here. Barrage. Uh-oh. Queso's going to get caught out of position again, and Jing Kui's just been a menace, just been non-stop relentless against this Sojourn. He wants this Sojourn dead. Let's see if Jabba can get another early pick. Jing Kui's going to go down here. Uh-oh. It's go time, Ratso. Let's see if we can get a pick here. Oh, man. What? Ratso didn't get caught in that? Okay. I swapped out there because I thought she got caught into that ultimate, but somehow dodged it. Not going to get anything there, and he's going to get rocked for his troubles. Uh-oh. No connection on the hook here. That's going to be their win condition for Jazz Squad. They need to either let DPS get an early pick or just get a hook. Whoa, nice rock onto Opie. Or on the Kiriko. And forced to use Suzu really early. I would imagine they're going to use an Ana at some point in time just to help kind of maybe anti the Roadhog, make their lives a little bit more miserable. What's the approach here? Gambit's just applying tons of pressure. Already has 50% of his ultimate just after using it. Ooh, nice concussive blast. Queso's going to pop an ult in the back line, going to kill their counterpart. And Opie's going to recover and get the pick themselves. We might be able to get the res here, so nothing lost quite yet. Rocked! Immortality field forced out. Jing Kui's gonna have he's gonna have a ton of ultimates here. Needs to pop that. Barely gonna survive. He's gonna use the perfect timing there. Whoa, he's gonna get rocked out. I think we'll be able to turn. There's no way Kid Y is gonna be able to turn this fight around. Oh, Rato coming in clutch again with the kill off the Mercy. Make sure they don't get the res Opie and Mercy. That's all that's left. Mercy and Kiriko, and somehow, someway, Kid Wei is going to turn around and clutch that fight. Unless Jabba wants to win this for their team. No, is K going to pop the Mercy Valk? Somehow surviving 1 HP for so long. It's going to give enough time for Jing Kui to make it back on the Roadhog. Jabba getting a pick there. How? Dodging. Jing Kui! He survives! No, he doesn't! The Roadhog is so low. The Pharah is so low. Meant to res, I think the Roadhog accidentally got the soldier there, but let's see if they can turn this around. This fight is still going on. No Valk, how are we gonna survive this? Rato think this is winnable. Gonna get Pharah here. How are they still in this fight? Searching desperately to try to kill this Mercy, but the Sigma's been so annoying, just poking non-stop in their face, and some remarkable effort from Jazz Squad, but not enough as Danger Close take that point 100-0. Non-stop. Never back down. Never give up. Kid Y and Hachimitsu coming in with a dream. And Jing Kui swapping over to the Winston just to try to get back to point quickly. Swaps over to the Winston here. See if he can get any more value on the back line. And Damon swapping off the Baptiste. Now no more immortality field for their tank. Uh-oh. Kid Y looking, searching. Gets the Winston barely. Suzu has to come out at the perfect time. Not enough healing to keep them sustained here. Ooh, try to read onto Jabba, but Jabba's smartly dodging the rock here, but that's still going to be a fight win for Danger Close. And speaking of close, we're keeping this match really close. Huge rocks from Kid Y. Kid Y showing their amazing prowess with this Sigma. The Sigma's been a menace for the team. Kid Y breaking the barriers here, making it a little bit easier for Gambit to try to get some environmental kills. Anything? No. Smart positioning here. And Jing Kui going over to the Orisa. Still going to be kind of difficult to walk into. They're going to counter the Orisa. Let's see if Gambit's going to get any ult here. Jabba's going to pop his ultimate. He's going to get one pick. And Gambit's going to get really low. Not going to be able to kill the Mercy there. And Damon getting on the kill feed themselves. And that's going to be real devastating for Jazz Squad. They used a ton of ultimates there and not going to get anything for it. And another 100-0 for Danger Close. Moving on to map point. This is for everything. This is for their first win of the season. This is first loss for Jazz Squad. Let's see if they can turn it around here and take it to a final round. What's the approach here? Jing Kui going back to the Roadhog. Realizing he had a little bit more success there. And Rato going over to their tried and true Sombra. And Jabba playing the Ashe. Suzu's out early. Doesn't get any connection on the Dynamite. That would have been really big. No Suzu to help cleanse any of that burn. Let's see how they're going to approach here. They're playing in a really tight quarter here. Gambit could easily fly over the edge and just fly over the little banner here and get another huge barrage. Hachimitsu opening up the fight with the Valkyrie of their own. Maybe Jing Kui trying to go for a environmental kill. Nice. 2 shots onto Rato. And nothing. No answers. They get a pick, but it's not going to matter because they could just turn around and res that. And just not enough sustain to keep the DPS alive here. And again, Danger Close. If they just continue on what they did last time, that's going to be another 100-0. And they cannot afford that right now. And Jing Kui giving up on the Roadhog, realizing this might be one last opportunity to fight here and swapping over to the Sigma. Played like 3 different tanks this map so far. Bob's gonna go on point, hacked the... Oh my gosh, good Bob there to help displace the Kiriko. Gambit's like so low. Oh, is Rato gonna be able to hack them out of the fight there? Oh yeah, what a hack! Dude, over the wall, that was so sick. The prowess with Kiriko, or with Sombra to throw the translocator that high in the sky to get over the wall and hack them out of the sky, that was so sick. But now, this is it. This is for all the marbles. Danger Close need to win one team fight to help win and secure their first win of the season. And Kid Y giving up on the Sigma and going over to the Wind Ton. What's the approach here? Approaching from the far left here. And Opie is going to have another Kiriko gate on the approach. And Rato's scouting out for the team. EMP is going to be coming in here. Oh, EMP needs to come in. There's a huge. He gets all 5 people. He needs to get picks. We get 1. We get 2. And just like that, Jing Kui's going to be able to clean up the rest of the fight here. And now it's just Winston staggering. Huge EMP from Rato. And that's all they needed to use. They didn't need to use Kiriko Gate. They still have Kiriko Gate on this next approach. And Queso needs to come in clutch with this overclock to help turn this around. I don't think they're going to have to touch. They have no way to contest. Oh, they're going to try anyways. Winston needs to go right now. Rock him out of the sky, maybe. They don't touch! They used it. They used the Valkyrie to touch. They don't touch! Jazz Squad don't give a crap about this fight. They can go down all they want, but they still got the point. Now they're going to the map number 4. This is for everything. The final map.
I'm not done just yet.
This is for everything on the fountain. They use Valkyrie to touch, but Mercy is not able to touch in time. I don't know if they got displaced or whatnot, but it's not going to matter now. They still have another life. This is their last opportunity. And look at the positioning from the DPS here. This can be super hard to approach with the Sigma, but they go the Mauga. Mauga on the way. He's going to be able to contest, and that's going to be a really good contesting tank, especially with all the DPS and all the, oh my gosh, the barrage coming out from Gambit again, coming in clutch. And it's not going to matter that Cat gets a pick or two, because, wow, 2 picks. Oh, nice snipe from Kid Y. Dude, Kid Y has been just showing off their prowess with every single tank. I mean, to realize to snipe the Sombra at that perfect location was so sick. And Mauga's going to be able to touch point here again without the Winston really applying too much pressure. They have the Primal Rage, but DPS coming up on another set of ultimates. EMP and Bob. Don't want to ult bomb here. Don't want to make them waste too much. Bob's going to go on point to help contest. And nice kills onto Dayman. And Primal's going to come out here. Oh my gosh, look at the damage that's getting applied onto him. He gets hacked, so he's not able to jump anymore. Oh, and smartly going to contest here. They want to contest as much as they can, because guess what? Now this is last fight opportunity for them. They just need to win one more fight, and I don't think they'll have enough time to recontest. That was a really crucial contest there for Queso to realize at that moment they need to touch and contest as long as they can. Kid Y going over to the Sigma again. Just constant back and forth. Rato coming out on the EMP here, needs to be big with this EMP. They need to play perfect from here on out. Oh, Suzu's coming out super early here. I can imagine EMP's going to come out. Yes, going to get 4 people. The only person to get Mercy, she plays really too aggressive here, but it's okay. Opie is going to get a pick on the tank. Rato is going to be worth it. Not going to be able to counter the res. Needs to play a little slower. Almost to the cage fight. Going to get 2 picks. No, not going to be able to survive. Oh my gosh, the Suzu is going to be coming out of the last fight here. And the huge Sigma eat there. Not going to be able to keep them alive for enough time. And with the staggers, that's not going to be enough. Now they're not going to have anybody to contest point. 90% in ticking. And the desperation swaps is not going to be enough as Danger Close take their first win of the season. Super close from Jazz Squad, but those late staggers were not going to be enough there. Such a good battle indeed. And you've seen Rato's been playing so aggressive like that, throwing the translocator into the fight and just playing super deep in front line. Finally gets punished for doing it after, I think, like 3 or 4 times. Super close. Some would say danger close. Alright, I should sign off before I say anything else that gets me banned. Great match again, nonetheless. Now I'm going to start giving my MVP votes for the teams. Man, it's going to be tough to say. I definitely want to give it to, for honorable mention for the Jazz Squad, I definitely want to give it over to, Rato, I think. Rato's been playing a really strong game. Every single pick that's been super impactful, whether it's been the Sombra, the Ashe, the Sojourn, has always been impactful, always making a statement when they're playing DPS, always trying their best to turn and dictate fights. Yeah, as far as for Danger Close, it's got to go to Kid Y. Kid Y showing their prowess on every single tank they played, whether it's the Orisa, whether it's the Mauga, whether it's anything. They've been showing that they know how to play it at the highest level possible. Being able to rock Sigmas out of Eat every single time, being able to play Winston, dive backline, and pressure the supports nonstop, just really showing how dominant they can be on tank. So that's pretty much it. That wraps it up here for week number 3 for the Annihilation League. We'll see the Jazz Squad again, see if they can rally back with another match this Friday. It'll be around 9:30-ish. I'm going to be casting 2 matches back-to-back, so it's going to be following that first match between Musion and Solstice. So I hope I see you guys there. I'll be casting on the Annihilation Overwatch channel first, and then I'll be back on my main channel, Mr. Leapfrog, here for our Jazz Squad match again. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, and see you later.